So the company was originally started in Chicago as Argus Press, started a letterpress business in a basement in Chicago, and eventually evolved into a larger business supporting multiple family businesses that eventually led to Allen, Texas here back in the mid-80s, and really started the birth of what is ColorDynamics today. Even today, you know, the local Dallas traffic can present challenges for clients that are located in downtown Dallas to come to Allen. Back then, it was like traveling to Kansas. So I think the gap is, as the world has gotten smaller, it's made it much more palatable for clients to come visit for press checks, but plant tours. The people are number one here at ColorDynamics. The ability to engage a group of people like this in this type of a culture and environment to solve customer challenges every day in the print industry is it's one of the most rewarding times in my career, but it's fun to be a part of this team here as we work together to really take care of our customers every day. We operate and act a lot like a publicly traded company, but we make decisions like an entrepreneurial, smaller business. We have a regular employee-driven events, whether it's opening day of baseball season. We enjoy having fun with those type of celebrations. We have a Kids Fest, which is probably one of Matt's most successful and rewarding employee events, where we have employees that bring kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews to the shop for a day. We shut down and have literally just fun and act like kids for a day. Probably one of the more exciting things I've ever seen a company do for its employees. It's extremely important, especially in this age that we're in the manufacturing sector, right? Print is an exciting business to be a part of, but at the end of the day, we are in the manufacturing business. Having people come to work every day to stand in front of equipment to produce a product, how you motivate that workforce, how you train and develop that workforce is much different than, say, maybe the tech sector. I think it's a craft, and there's a sense of pride of coming to work every day and making a product. And encouraging people to come do their best every day is one of our biggest goals, really, for our work staff here. Trading cards is a big line of products that we support here. Commercial print has always been a long-standing staple, from sheet-fed, heat-set web. We got into the digital business through an acquisition around 2009, and we changed the trajectory of our business in 2017 with an acquisition of Superior Graphics and got into the wide format business. It's always a challenge when you're bringing cultures together. One of the things is trying to understand the differences between our people and finding those common ground and the things that we do every day, which is, you know, coming to work to take care of the needs of our customers, but also giving them the best equipment, the best processes, and the best leadership that we can to try to make this a fun environment. No, it's been great, actually. We've grown that business really from what was about a $5 million company when we acquired it to nearly $15 million today, with in-store graphics and signage. And we're now into the packaging and display space of helping consumer product brand companies really bring products to market and advertise their products inside the retail and C-store chain industries that we've started when we began servicing this industry. We like to talk about print being a commodity product, right? And the way we differentiate ourselves in the marketplace truly is through service and quality. Price is important, always will be. I think you have to know the value of the products, that you have to understand what the customer is willing to pay for it and what their expectations are. We typically command a pretty high value for the price that we provide for our clients today, but we have to back that up with service and quality. There's so much growth opportunity. The point of purchase business and the wide format space, we've seen double-digit growth year over year. We don't see an end to that necessarily. The landscape gets more competitive, but when you look at our direct mail business, you look at our traditional sheet-fed business, our wide format, and our digital, the key to success is having the diversification that we have. So on any given day, a bad day around here just means that 2 departments are busy and 3 are a little bit slower. On a really great day, all 5 of them are popping.
the cohesion between all the things that are needed for each different segment of our business and different piece of equipment. It's easy to build a streamlined process when you do one thing. But when you're a large facility and you have many segments, we do inline web, we do sheet fed offset, we do digital, we do wide format, we have fulfillment areas. Many of these areas run through the same areas, so creating a cohesive system when many of these areas need different technical knowledge is very challenging in a business, and it makes it challenging for not only streamline a business, but it also makes it challenging for having employees learn, developing employees in this climate, and training. It's interesting for us. As we've expanded over the years, one of the things that was difficult is we had multiple systems from different areas of our business. And one of the things that we really embarked on about 4 years ago is taking a lot of these multiple systems and getting them into a singular system. And we investigated a lot of different systems, and we landed on PrintIQ as an MIS system. It's a wonderful system for production. We're using it in all facets of our business, from right up front quoting to the client to right shipping out the door. So we're taking a lot of these different segments of our businesses that had their own unique processes and communication tools, and we're really combining them into a system that works for the whole company. We have business-to-business sites directly ordering on the web. We need a product that faces those sites. So we landed on Infigo, which is a great product facing our customers, and it communicates directly with our MIS system. So seamlessly sending work to our MIS system into the facility. We also just embarked with Salesforce from the communication tool up front with the salespeople, tracking where we are in orders, tracking our quotes and those type of pieces of information, and communicating with clients in more effective manners.
In our sheet fed department, we've recently invested in some of the Heidelberg technology. Gives us some of the latest and greatest efficiencies. When you're talking 18,000 sheets an hour, you're up to color in 30 sheets. The growth of our direct mail marketing products has not only been from the inline web, the sheet fed, but the digital and the ability to market, one-to-one personalized communications has grown a lot of our digital business, but the growth in our point of purchase segment as well. We're running a lot of synthetics and shelf talkers and wobblers, smaller digital products that we wouldn't traditionally put on an inkjet system. We're putting on indigo type technology. So the Agfa technology primarily handles our flexible and rigid substrate signage products for our point of purchase solutions. In-store graphics, pump toppers, window clings, floor graphics. We get into some architectural indoor signage. We run a tremendous amount of rigid product, styrene and coroplast. Yeah, we went from 4 wide format devices to 2 with the productivity gains that we got with the Agfa platform. We increased our productivity. We drove some tremendous efficiencies. The process got much narrower and easier to manage. The ability to have consistent DFE front ends and the same ink sets, tremendous benefit. The original reaction to going from 4 devices to 2 devices from the sales team was a bit concerning. Like, how do you do more with less? The fact is, technology advances really with the Agfa Toro and the ultra high speed have increased our productivity nearly 300%. So it's not uncommon by lunchtime we're wrapped up with the day looking for more work. So the challenge now for the sales team is how do we find other products which get us really into the display packaging. We're working on creating design services, prototyping, really helping customers with product launches and doing some of the more off-the-wall, non-transactional type products. We're doing a really good job of defining the different solution categories that we've developed as a business. As we looked at ColorDynamics, really coming out of the pandemic, we started to develop solution sets where we put things into either direct mail solutions, kind of a commercial print segment, the point of purchase, and we're marketing aggressively in each one of these solution sets to the industries and the buyers that we want to attract for lead generation. We have the luxury of a very strong market here in Dallas-Fort Worth. North Texas is a rapidly growing region. So there's a lot of opportunity, new companies that are moving in from other regions. So you kind of have an influx of new business to take advantage of, but you also have the clarity of marketing the company in a very strategic way to help with new opportunities. The entire service element of trying to make sure we take care of our customers It's one of the values I place most on, with our sales team, working hand in hand with our customer service teams to make sure our customers get the best experience whenever they do business with ColorDynamics.
One, we've configured with full automation. And we were quick to full automation with our previous 3300 for Agfa, and it was a wonderful experience. So we continued with that with the newest Agfa and the increased speed. But we also added a second hybrid machine with a roll-to-roll unit and a full camera system on it. The camera system is amazing for us because it is challenging on flexible media that stretches, that has challenging when it prints. The ability of the camera system to register back in front of those type of media is amazing. We run different rolls with 2 rolls on the system, different pieces of artwork. The increase in throughput and the flexibility has just been amazing with machines. Well, automation helps in many ways. I mean, first, to be able to deliver a product to a customer faster is always a great thing. I mean, none of us can buy more time, including our clients, and us allowing our client to have more time on the front end is a wonderful experience for them. And the amount of throughput we can get, it allows us to do that. But also it's great for employees. Automated machine is less work on them through the day. It makes their day easier, makes them more productive, it makes them happier in their work situation. So it's a win-win for the client, our employee, and really our bottom line. I think in the United States, we often think about automation as ways to reduce staff. And I think mentally, growing up in the United States, have always had that mindset, but it was very interesting to see the European model about automation being there to assist the employee, to making their day easier, making them be more productive, and seeing that opened my eyes to a different view of automation entirely in our plant facility. We add automation because it's necessary. We need the speed, we need the throughput, we need the ease of use, but also I look at it very different now. I also look at it as, a better employee experience, easier training, those type of things that I didn't look at before.